are talking about curveballs and life. You know, some are more impactful than others, such as losing a job, maybe losing a loved one, an accident, health issues. We have a couple of life coaches that are joining us live this morning to talk about these issues because in one form or another, everyone is going to deal with this. Lynette Williams is joining us and also Thomas Dyches. Thank you both for coming here this morning to talk about this.
Sure.
You know, in our last hour, we were talking about if you lose a loved one and how do you even start to deal with this?
Well, you keep track of your journey, and one way to do that, we encourage people to keep a journal, a gratitude journal. And even if you have a day where you don't feel any gratitude whatsoever, when you're really emotional, you need to write that down because later you will be grateful for that. So just documenting this journey you're going through will be very valuable at some point. So we tell people to do that. We also, you got to unite with people that are going through or have gone through things like you're going through. So you definitely want to tap into those resources.
How do you know, and this is personal experience. My father passed away a few years ago, and it was very tough to even get my mother to want to go out and interact with her friends or with anyone. Luckily, my sister's children, her grandkids, would seem to make her smile a little bit more. But I know it's so important to connect with other people who are going through the exact same thing that you're going through, Lynette.
Right, you've got to have some strength from other people. So you want to give yourself time to adjust because when something like that happens, you've got to be able to step back and say, wow, allow yourself to deal with it. Because if not, then it comes down the road, it's going to hit you. So you want to make sure you take the time to adjust. But you want to be around the people that are going to give you strength. So one of the things you want to do is get clear on who you are and help you to be able to think about those times when you've been really strong and find some of the characteristics that will help you to be stronger and surround yourself with positive people. Maybe people who've been through this, who can give you those extra hugs. It's okay to cry, because you need to. Let those emotions come through.
So you're by yourself. I mean, luckily my mother has, you know, all of us, my sister, myself. But if you're feeling alone, what's the first step? What do you take? I mean, do you look up a special place like you guys or an organization that can help out?
Sure. A life coach is really a great place to start because you want to be able to, things have changed at that point in time. You want to be able to get focused on where I'm going to go forward with this. And a lot of times we're just focused on the one event of what happened, but we have to look at life as in the whole picture, and things have changed. You have to be real open to that change and open to, okay, now I'm going down a different path. And so if you are alone, look to a life coach. ClarityPoint.com is a great place to go and be able to, you know, we'll be able to help you and get some good ideas going. But it's finding that strength. A lot of times it's going to your inside, be able to find the strength from inside and develop your spiritual side. That's another place where you're going to, whatever your faith is, you know, develop your spiritual side. That's going to really help you to get stronger.
What are some of the other resources that we'll find on the website?
Well, on the website we have a thing we call the assessment, and it is a 36-point questionnaire that you go through and you map out your preferences for the best things and the worst things in life. And when we get these assessments, we're able to analyze where people's fear centers really are, what they're most afraid of. There's like 4 trillion possible outcomes on this assessment, so no assessment's the same. So we're able to look at what you put down and pinpoint a lot of areas where you've got some blind spots you may not even know are there that are causing you great fear in your life.
Lynette, Thomas, thank you for coming in. And then the next time that you visit, we're talking about romance and relationships. Of course, February is all about Valentine's Day. And maybe you don't have a Valentine. Maybe you are alone. So I know we're going to dive into that topic. And for you at home, if you have any questions with regards to romance and relationships, most people think February is all about Valentine's Day and that kind of thing. So if you have any questions, visit our Facebook page. Again, Good Morning Utah. Send us your question because when our life coaches come back, we will directly ask them your question about this issue. So thank you once again for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Certainly appreciate it.